Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, we want to give Kol Halal Yahweh, Bahashem, Hamashiach, Yahweh Shah, for giving us the spirit and power to do this lesson. What we're going to touch on today is we dealing with the world, believe it or not, but the world needs us and what we bring out. And it's all of the spirit of Yahweh, Yahweh Shah. And it just shows how much mercy that the Most High God is having on the nation of Israel, even in these last days of Israel being wicked. And when we read in the scriptures how wicked Jake always been, the Most High God is still stretching forth his hand, trying to save the Israelites, man. Right? Like he said, he is long suffering, not that any should perish, but all should come to repentance. Now we know, according to the 2/3 doctrine, which a lot of niggas don't believe, they don't believe in the 2/3 doctrine, but we do. And 2/3 of our people has to be destroyed in Jacob's trouble. But the Most High God, he don't want it that way. In Ezekiel chapter 18, can you get that for me right quick before we get the wisdom of Solomon? But in Ezekiel chapter 18, and I believe it's the last verse, the Most High God asks you, why do you want to die? And in Isaiah chapter 29, he asks you, well, he said, you have made a covenant with death, man. Hey, and side note, man, it's beautiful out here. The rain is not too bad. The air is flowing. Man, it feels so good. This is a perfect time to come out here and do a lesson. I always like to come out here in the elements when it's raining. That's, I think that's the best time to come outside and do a video on your porch is when it's raining, man. It's like you watching a soothing, 3D video on your TV. And you want it to be that, but it's not. So you be having to watch it on your TV, bro. Right. We in the elements, man. All praise to the Most High. Get that right quick. And if you got something, just bring it out.
The book of Ezekiel, chapter 18 and verse 32.
Mm-hmm.
For I have no pleasure in the death of him that dieth.
So the Most High God don't want to kill you. He don't have pleasure in killing you. Now, the Bible does say the Most High God loveth judgment, but the Most High God does not want to kill his people. He don't. We do this to ourselves, man. Every time, like the scripture says, our own sins, our iniquities have turned away good things from us. It's because he has to stand on his word. He says, if you sin, you will die. The wages of sin is death. So these people are dying because of their own wickedness. It's not because he just want to kill them, right? But read that one more time.
All right, Con. I'm going to start one verse up.
Con.
It say, cast away from you all your transgressions, whereby ye have transgressed, and make you a new heart and a new spirit.
Man, start thinking different. Start doing things that'll make you think different. Start doing things that'll make you feel different. And when you come into the knowledge of the truth, that's being around brothers, man, you ain't got a choice. They gonna get on your ass about everything you doing wrong to the point where you think you getting picked on. But through the spirit, this is the Most High God refining you. He's, so you can be that pure gold. Or you're gonna turn out as draw silver like we see a lot of niggas. You know what I'm saying? They end up being reprobate silver. And then, like look at all them niggas that used to be on the line with us. Some of them, they continued in the faith. A couple of, not even a handful, but the majority of those niggas, man, them niggas was draw silver, man. Them niggas is out in the world doing eating contests as blogging, doing eating contests and shit. Like dumbass, glutton, sinful stuff that don't even make sense, man. Right? But read that.
I got a precept.
Go ahead.
This is Proverbs 15 and 32. He that refuseth instruction despiseth his own soul, but he that heareth reproof getteth understanding. So if you sit up there and refuse to be rebuked, you refuse instruction, you don't accept correction, you don't accept chastisement, it say you're going to have poverty and shame, right? And somewhere else in the book of Proverbs it's written that if you refuse, if you don't accept rebuke, you're going to be destroyed. It say, but he that regardeth reproof getteth understanding. If you just hearken to counsel, what brothers is trying to show you through the spirit, brothers trying to show you where you messing up at, brothers trying to show you where you're not so sharp at, you will get understanding. You will grow. That is the formula to growth. You gotta accept constructive criticism because brothers is coming from a place of love. Brothers ain't just going out their way to, like you said, ain't nobody just picking on you, man. If somebody was just picking on you, the Lord will put a stop to that. But if you walking in the spirit, you're gonna understand when the Lord is trying to rebuke you, whether he using a certain brother or whether he putting you through a certain circumstance. It's like it.
God, when you read Solomon the preacher in Ecclesiastes chapter 7 and verse 5, he says, better to be, and this is in the NLT, it says, better to be criticized by a wise person than to be praised by a fool. And that's talking about the world. You know, when you in the world, everybody praising you for dumb shit, dumb stuff that you do, because you know you a gangbanger and nigga, you know everybody's scared of you. You being praised for that. You didn't kill your own brother. You didn't kill the brother and you didn't got away with it. People are praising you for that, nigga. You didn't got shot and niggas is praising you for being shot and you still walking around. You got niggas walking around being called Wolverine because he done been shot so many times.
Mm-hmm.
Like, bro, that don't even make, that's not something to be praised about. Right. Nigga, change your life. That's what that sign should be. But they're being praised for foolishness. But it says better is the criticism of a wise person. It's better to be criticized by wise people because they're not criticizing you for no reason. They're just not. And yeah, sometimes that shit burn. Sometimes that shit don't feel good. But it later on it yieldeth the peaceable fruits of righteousness, man. And that's just the bottom line of that. And there ain't no way around that. Right? Let's go back to that Ezekiel 18. You got something you want to say?
God. I mean, the book of Ezekiel, chapter 18 and verse 31. It says, cast away from you all your transgressions, whereby ye have transgressed, and make you a new heart and a new spirit. For why will ye die, O house of Israel?
See, why are you doing all that knowing that that ends with death? Why are you playing this dangerous game? Why are you acting like if I break this one sin, I'm keeping all these laws, but if I break this one sin, I should be good? When the Bible clearly tells you, you don't have a license to sin. When you got a license to do something, that means you can do it at will. You can do whatever you want to. The Most High said you don't have a license to sin. And that's Sirach 14 and 21. You don't have a license to sin, bro. You have to keep, here it is, you can't keep all of the laws here in captivity, but the ones you can keep, just the ones you playing around with. That just don't add up, man. And that's why he's saying, why will ye die? Meaning, I already told you what's gonna happen if you keep sinning, and I'm gonna stand on that. So you need to make a decision on what you're gonna do. You're gonna choose life or you're gonna choose death. And he told us that way back in the time of Moses coming out the wilderness. He said, choose life or death. It's your choice, man. God, go ahead.
Let me find it right quick. It says, there we go. This is the book of Sirach, chapter 23 and verse 6. This is a good prayer to pray, you know, so your flesh don't get the best of you. You know what I'm saying? It's the book of Sirach, chapter 23, because we all fighting lusts and we all fighting the flesh, and this is a good prayer, right? It's a Sirach, chapter 23 and verse 6. I'm gonna start at verse 5. It says, turn away from me vain hopes and concupiscence.
Mm-hmm.
So concupiscence, that goes back to lust.
Yep.
Lust and strong desires. Right? He said, turn away from me vain hopes and concupiscence.
So the word concupiscence, it says strong sexual desire, lust, sexual desire, lustful, sexual appetite, sexual passion. All of these words got sexual in front of it.
Yeah.
Lasciviousness, carnality. Yeah. Horniness.
Man, I seen, and this is just to put some fear in you, because if you can't control these sexual passions, you can end up in a world of trouble. In an ancient world, you'll be put to death, but the Lord will for sure destroy you. Because I was scrolling through social media, and you know they got reels on social media now, so you can just scroll through the reels. I pulled up on this one reel, and you know it's you got people nowadays who like set up sexual predators and they catch him. They invite him out to public, and then they expose him on the internet. And you know, they might beat him up, or they might just ask him questions and put the video on the internet. But anyway, it was this one man. He was trying to meet up with a 13-year-old boy, right, to do sexual stuff with him. And the dude just started getting on his bumper. He started asking him questions. So, would you consider yourself a pedophile? Dude said, yeah. The dude was completely honest and open because, shit, nigga, you're caught. So you might as well be. He talking about how long have you considered yourself a pedophile? Dude said for a long time, since he was like 16. And when he was 16, man, it's what I'm finna say is gonna get a little, you know, it's unpleasant, but it happened and it's for learning purposes. So he said his first run-in like that when he had performed oral sex on his nephew and his nephew's friend or something like that. He was like 16 and he did that to like some 6-year-olds.
Bro, that's that fire that's burning, and when you let it burn like that, you can't put it out.
Yeah,
that shit gonna get worse, and it's gonna get worse, and it's gonna get worse to the point where you get in a situation.
And look what the dude said. This is the scary part. He kept saying like, every time dude would ask him a question, he'd be like, "Yeah, but I just wish that I didn't have this sick addiction, this sick attraction
that burn.
He just too far gone, damn near. Like he done did too much. You done let it get to that point.
It's either that or they end up catching something they can't never get rid of. It's like if you do not, these are spirits that's jumping on these people.
Mm-hmm.
They can always repent from this stuff,
mm-hmm.
but some people be so far gone that they're what we call beyond repairable. You can't repair them. That's all they think about constantly, man.
That nigga ain't sorry. He's sorry he got caught.
Yeah, for sure.
He come on, bro. You've been doing that since you was 16, and you trying to meet up with a 13-year-old boy today, and you trying to tell me I just wish I didn't. Nigga, no. That ain't what people who
But that's naturally Esau.
Yeah, he is. It was an Edomite.
Naturally, yeah.
You know what's crazy? I ain't even have to tell you it was an Edomite.
Yeah. That's naturally Esau, though, bro.
You know it is.
That's Esau, bro, because they don't have a spirit to restrain them, to tell them no. Because the Most High said He has shown His law in us. So it's certain things our spirit will tell us no. It tells you that in Romans 2. It says that the Gentiles by nature do things that obtain to the law. By nature they do it. And that's just what it is. But Esau, he don't have nothing to tell him no, stop, and don't. He don't have nothing. So he go for it, man.
Yeah.
But even with our people, when we dealing with our people, when you let stuff like that burn inside of you, just being a whoremonger, it's like, bro, if you do not do something to stop that shit, the Most High is going to do something to stop you. And he's going to give you syphilis, herpes. He's going to give you something blue waffles. If you don't know what that is, go look it up. You need some fear inside of you. Go look that shit up and see.
Right.
And there's no coming back from that, bro. There's no coming back from that. That's why it's best that you correct yourself, because when the Lord corrects you, sometimes them be lifelong lessons. Yeah. Lessons that He's going to make you stick with. He's going to hold you to for the rest of your life, man.
Right. Hey, and you what was I gonna say? He can do that to you for years and years. But I was gonna say, you want to put up a fight. When it comes to lust and sexual desires, everybody know them is real strong. Them is of the hardest to fight off,
and that everybody deal with.
Exactly,
it's different levels. Like, nigga, ain't nobody thinking about no damn kids or nothing like that. Yeah. But we love women, nigga. We love women, and the way that we've been oppressed, and on this side, we've been oppressed to monogamy, and our sexuality is far greater than. That's why all our forefathers had multiple wives. Mm-hmm. So you oppressing us to one woman. And now in this society, we being called dogs because it's the Most High put His law in us. Nigga, yeah. We love multiple women.
Yeah, when you design to do that.
Yeah, but you have to control that shit, man.
You got to put up that fight. Or if you don't put up that fight, how can you even begin to you? That's not putting the faith with the works.
Nope.
If you're not trying to do something, that's just going to lead me to believe that you don't really want that. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm a human, and you see somebody be like, yeah, bro, I wish I could just not do that. And and you pulling up on 13-year-olds in real life, bro, trying to get your rocks off, you're not gonna convince me that that's not really what you want to do,
bro. You a brute beast.
Yeah, you're not putting up no fight, bro.
Hey.
You showed up to this location to do this,
bro. That's what animals do. Do you see an animal, a dog? Do you see a dog, a male dog, go up to a female dog and he just start barking at the dog? He start talking to it before he? No, he goes straight up to it and he get in that doggy style position. He like, I'm about to beat this up.
Yeah,
that's how animals think. That's how animals think, and that goes to the wisdom that we had at the Most High. Said He gave us more wisdom than the animals. We have to start examining who we lay down with, bro. You gotta start talking to them. You gotta start going into their life, bro. You gotta start knowing their history. You gotta start knowing their background, how many niggas they slept with, have they ever had an STD, all that shit. You have to go examine that stuff. If not, you could be caught up out here because you dealing with lust
instead of wisdom.
Instead of wisdom, bro. You're replacing wisdom with lust, man.
So to land my point, this is a good prayer to help you fight those lustful thoughts, those lustful spirits, and to just not be overtaken in lust. It says, turn away from me vain hopes and concupiscence. This is Sirach chapter 23 and verse 5. Turn away from me vain hopes and concupiscence, and thou shalt hold him up that is desirous always to serve thee. So you can learn some, even though this is a prayer, he's still dropping game. He said the Lord will hold up someone who's always desirous to serve him. So if you always desirous to serve the Lord will hold you up. He will help you put up a fight. He will help you fight off those demons. He's not going to leave you stranded because you're always desirous to serve him. He going to hold you up. You got to put up that fight. It say, let not the greediness of the belly, nor the lust of the flesh take hold of me, and give not over me thy servant into an impudent mind. So it say, let not the greediness of the belly, nor the lust of the flesh take hold of me. Why? Because these things can take hold of you and cause you to be doing crazy stuff.
Bro, we just read the definition of concupiscence. One of them says sexual appetite.
Yeah. You can be taken over by your sexual appetite. How you commit adultery, doing stuff you're not supposed to do. But this prayer will help you cut that down, and the Lord, the Lord hear the prayer of his saints, man. That's for sure. Whether it feel like it or not, you got to put up that fight, though.
Man, you hear them elements, man.
That's beautiful,
man.
It say, and give not over me thy servant to an impudent mind. Now, this is the part I want to harp on, and this is the part that scares me the most. An impudent mind is somebody who does not regard authority. An impudent mind is somebody who knows what the law says, but they refuse to do it. Like a bug out or a what's the word? A reprobate. You see what I'm saying? He don't respect the Most High. He don't respect authority no more. He's been given over to an impudent mind.
It says an imputed mind. An imputed mind is one that is marked by a lack of respect or courtesy, or by a disregard for others. It can also be described as insolent, cocky, or contentious.
See that? You, in this context, you understand that it's talking about being you lost in your lust, and you don't care. You don't care about the Most High God's commandments no more.
Say shameless.
You're shameless, man. You doing whatever you want because you don't care what nobody thinks.
Or the consequences.
You don't care about the consequences. You don't care about nothing. You just want to freak off. Now, that's the scariest part, because at that point, how are you in the truth? The scriptures say, he that saith I know him, but doeth not his commandments is a liar, and the truth is not in him. If you fit that description, how are you in the truth? How are you in the faith? I would say you're not. How? Explain. If you are, you're gonna have to explain to me how. But the point is, you're what's the word we just said? You are impudent. You have been given over to an impudent mind. The scriptures will tell you about that. The Lord will give you into an impudent mind. Man. That's the scariest thing you can happen, because you on your way out. You stop keeping commandments. You don't care about the fear of the Lord no more. You on your way out.
Yep.
God forbid.
So this is James. This is another one. This is James chapter 4:1. From whence come wars and fighting? This ain't talking about physical wars and fighting. This is talking about the spirit. It says, from whence come wars and fighting among you? Come they not hence? Even of your lust that war in your members? See, he's touching on this spiritual war that we all fight. We all fight at the end of the day. Hey, get 2 Ezra 7:57. It says, ye lust and have not. All this lust you doing and you go pursue it and it's burning within you, but then you're never satisfied. It says ye kill and desire to have and cannot obtain. A lot of people will kill to get what they want. Lust is not just sexual. Lust is, you can lust after somebody's, it tells you that in the law. Covet, it goes back to covet. You coveting something that isn't yours, whether it's his manservant, his maidservant, his wife, or his belongings, right? It says, and a lot of people kill to have other people's stuff. Like we see celebrities do it all the time. They'll kill the celebrities they've been working with just to get what they got. It says, ye fight and war, yet ye have not, because ye ask not. It says, ye ask and receive not, because ye ask amiss. And the word amiss means wrong. You ask wrongful. Like a lot of people in the world, they pray to be rich. They don't pray that the Lord helps them with their lust problems that the Most High God is angry with them about. Like you hear it is the Most High angry with you, but you praying for money instead of praying that the Lord forgive you and help you. You know what I'm saying? So it says, ye ask and receive not, because ye ask amiss. It says that ye may consume it upon your own lust. And that's why the majority of the world, when they pray for money, so that they consume all of these lusts that they have. Because money is how you get what you want in this earth. And we see what people do when they got money. And I mean, he's a distraction, but look at P. Diddy. That nigga's a billionaire. That nigga, you heard that video, and he said, I get what I want. I get what I want. Like, bro, that's how billionaires think. That's because they lust is at an all-time high, man. And then look, you end up getting busted at the end, just like the brother was going over with the pedophile. And like I said, he's a distraction, but look, he's been busted now. Because he's been lusting and it's been burning in him, and he's just kept going and kept going and kept going. And now, he's caught. He's busted, red-handed. Caught with his hand in a cookie jar. Hey, and he gonna have to pay for it. And I'm talking about on this side and the lake of fire, man. He gotta pay for it.
Yeah, hey, he done ruined a lot of people's lives.
Yeah.
That just because his lust problem. He done ruined. You can do damage. Because you can't control yourself. You can harm others, man. It ain't all about you.
It is not. All right, you got something else?
We got the 2 Ezra 7.
Yeah, 2 Ezra 7. 57.
The book of 2 Ezra, chapter 7, verse 57. Then answered he me and said, this is the condition of the battle.
See, we keep hearing about battles, but if you a spiritual person, you will understand clearly. Paul said the weapons of our warfare are not carnal. So when you hear about battling, this is talking about a spiritual battle. This is not talking about a physical battle. So when you hear the word battle, understand. Hey, and before you continue, I got to get this. This will help give us more understanding. So it says, this is 2 Timothy chapter 2 and verse 3. He says, thou therefore endure hardness as a good soldier of Yahawashi HaMashiach. So we are soldiers in battle, but we're soldiers in battle for Yahawashi HaMashiach. Then it says, no man that warreth, that goes to war, entangled himself with the affairs of this life. Why? Because you're going to add more battles on top of the battles you already got to fight. It says that he may please him who have chosen him to be a soldier. This is not talking about a physical soldier. Eventually you will be a physical soldier, but as of now, this is a spiritual battle. Following after Yahawashi is a spiritual battle, man. Right? But read that.
2 Ezra 7 and 57. Then answered he me and said, this is the condition of the battle, which man that is born upon earth shall fight.
Everybody has. It says that man that is born upon the earth shall fight. If you was born upon the earth, you have to fight this same battle. And the big key part of it is lust.
Oh yeah.
Everybody got to fight lust, and lust is not always sexual. You can lust after having the most incredible car. You can lust after having the biggest collection of shoes. You can lust after anything, man. You can lust to be rich. You can lust after anything. So this battle is upon every man, and some men battle is lust, like sexual lust, right? But go ahead.
It say that if he be overcome, he shall suffer as thou hast said.
If you lose this battle, no, if you lose this war, I don't know if you ever seen Austin Powers, but as I was growing up, I never really understood what Dr. Evil meant when he said, "You may have won the battle, Austin Powers, but you've lost the war." Meaning, you probably destroyed this little facility that I have, but still getting shot off somewhere else. Meaning, you didn't really stop anything that you think you stopped. You didn't. It still is going to go on. You didn't stop me. I'm getting on this rocket and I'm taking off.
Right.
But I never understood you may have won the battle, but you lost the war. Meaning the war is to get into the kingdom of heaven. The battle is you have a lust problem here. You have a depression problem here. You have an anger problem here. You have a variance problem here. You have an emulation problem here. These are battles, but the war is to overcome all of those. Like Paul said, don't be overcome with evil, but overcome evil with good. That's the goal, is to try to win more battles and ultimately win the war. Like, I'm sure when King David was fighting, I'm sure on the east wing, he lost a couple of men over there. He lost a platoon over there. Or on the right wing, he lost a platoon over there. But he won the war. He lost that battle over there on the left wing. It's been fractured, but he won the war. Straight up. But go ahead.
It says that if he be overcome, he shall suffer as thou hast said.
Right.
But if he get the victory, he shall receive the thing that I say.
So it's all up to you. It's either you're going to win or you're going to lose. But understand, if you lose, you really, really lose. If you win, you really, really win. You got to choose if you want to come out victorious or if you want to come out a loser. Here it is. You are already a loser on this side, according to the world. You're already a loser. I want to come out victorious, man. That's why I fight. I bob and weave and fight through the spirit as much as I can, man. I don't just let stuff dwell on me. No, I always keep that in my head. Like, Satan, I rebuke you in the name of Yahweh, Yahweh Shah. Hashatan, I rebuke you in the name of Yahweh, Yahweh Shah. Every time those thoughts come in my mind, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was watching this one video, this Edomite, and y'all probably seen the video, but you could tell the nigga was thinking out loud because he was at a tire shop and he was helping this Jake woman. And she, I don't know what was said, but she walked off. And he was like, "Fuck you, bitch." And she turned around. She was like, "What did you just say to me?" He said he had to stand on it after that point because he was thinking out loud. Like, that's a battle, like right there. Like, you want to utter certain things that you shouldn't say. That's a battle. So you got to rebuke things like that. And he had to stand on it and say it again. And he got his ass in trouble. He got fired because he said that shit loud. But that's thinking out loud. Like, you was thinking that, but you let it come into fruition. Like, you let it play out, and that shit can get you in trouble. All right, finish that off.
It says, but if he get the victory, he shall receive the thing that I say. For this is the life whereof Moses spake unto the people while he lived, saying, choose thee life that thou mayest live.
And that's what we was just talking about earlier. Way back in the time of Moses, you was told to choose life or death. The Most High didn't change. 2024 AD, choose life or death, man. The choice is yours.
That's right.
Straight up. Is it more on that? You want to say something?
No, sir.
I think it's a little bit more in it.
It says, nevertheless, they believe not on him.
Yep.
Salakia. Nevertheless, they believe not him, nor yet the prophets after him.
And what happened? They died. And I was just reading numbers. Bro. Israel was seeing all of these miracles, bro. And they still came up against the Most High. The Most High kept saying, bro, Moses, move out the way. I'm about to kill these niggas. But here it is, Moses and Aaron, they would bow down in front of the people and start praying to the Most High God. Please don't kill them. It was like 3 or 4 different times where the Most High was like, bro, move out the way. I'm about to kill all of these niggas. And I'm about to start over with you. Create a great nation with you. Like he can't do that. They just didn't have no fear, man. You could just tell this is that same generation in the wilderness. Like they just don't have no fear of the Most High. Though they're seeing his miracles, man. But is that it?
It says, nevertheless, they believe not him, nor yet the prophets after him, no, nor me, which have spoken unto them.
See? And he's in captivity. That's Ezra in captivity speaking to them. I think it's the Persian and the Mede captivity. It's in between the Babylon and the Persian and the Mede captivity. But he's speaking to them, telling them, bro, like y'all niggas still ain't listening. Y'all didn't listen to Moses, y'all not listening to me. And they ain't listening to us in the last days. Which we believe Ezra is back on the earth. Ezra somewhere preaching that same word, man. Like it tells you in like John the Revelator or something. Go to John chapter 10. I said John. Revelation chapter 10.
The book of Revelation, chapter 10, verse 1.
Let me see. Let me get there with you. No, let's start at 10 and 10.
The book of Revelation, chapter 10 and verse 10. It says, you know that dude?
Yeah, that's right. Dude behind us.
Oh, well, yeah, sure. It says, and I took the little book out of the angel's hand, and ate it up. And it was in my mouth sweet as honey. And as soon as I had eaten it, my belly was bitter.
Again, John the Revelator. Remember, John the Revelator was exiled to the island of Patmos, which is a salt mine. He died on that salt mine. So what is this angel telling him exactly? Read it.
It says
the last verse, yeah.
And he said unto me, thou must prophesy again before many peoples and nations and tongues and kings.
You see that? He said, you're going to prophesy again, meaning you will be back. Now let's get Daniel chapter 12 and 12. So these are two witnesses of the Most High God saying, you will be back to prophesy.
The book of Daniel, chapter 12 and verse 12.
All right.
Blessed is he that waiteth and cometh to the 1,305 and 30 days.
Mm-hmm.
But go thou thy way to the end be, for thou shalt rest and stand in thy lot at the end of the day.
You see that? He told Daniel, go ahead and wait until the end be, your end here, and get you some rest. And I'm gonna bring you back later on in the last days, and you're gonna stand in your lot again. I'm sure Daniel was breaking down his own book even better because he has a better understanding. Because when you read Daniel will tell you that he didn't understand what he was writing down. And he asked the Most High for understanding. And he says, seal up these words in this book. That's what that means. Meaning, I'm going to have you write down stuff that you don't even understand. And then he's going to send them back in the later days, and he's going to be breaking down things. So these men are back on the earth, man. They back on earth. That's why you got to be careful who you scoffing at. But carnal ass people don't consider things like that.
Right.
They don't consider it. They go from camp to camp, scoffing at these camps, not even considering, bro. That could be Daniel right there.
I got one. That's what what came to my mind. It says, people overlook this though. Hebrews 13 and verse 2.
I knew that's what you was getting.
Be not forgetful to entertain strangers, for thereby some have entertained angels unaware. You don't know who you talking to.
Yeah.
You could be talking to the messenger of the Most High God.
Nigga, you could be talking to the friend of the Most High God,
man,
Abraham.
Hey, man.
Better be careful out here. Stay dangerous.
Stay. Yeah.
For real, man. Hey, but at the end of the day, man, going back to the initial point, you gotta learn to control yourself. You gotta learn to walk circumspect. You got to consider everything that you do. Hey, let's get Proverbs 16 and 3. Or Salaki, I said 16 and 3. Proverbs 3 and 5. In the scriptures, it tells you in everything you do, you're supposed to acknowledge the Most High. You know what I'm saying? You're not supposed to be walking upon the earth, not considering if you're going to get punished for what you're doing. Or, hey, rewarded. Because we want to be rewarded too. So do things that'll get you rewarded. Like the Most High already explained to us in Tobit how alms does deliver from death. Alms blot out sins. Alms does this. Charity does this. Fasting does this. He already explained all that to us. What we need to be doing and what we don't need to be doing. Read that.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 3, verse 5. Trust in the Lord with all thine heart.
Your whole mind, you're not supposed to be afraid to trust in the Most High. You're supposed to just do it, man.
Right.
No matter what situation you in, man. No matter if you don't got $1 to your name and you got bills that need to be paid, bro. You have no option. Because what did Yahweh say? All that worrying ain't going to make you taller.
Mm-hmm.
It's just what it is, bro. You got to trust in the Most High.
He got the power.
Bro, and honestly, bro, you have to look at these as opportunities to build your faith, man. You have to. By simply not worrying about it. It's just that simple, bro. Just simply not worrying about it. Ain't nobody telling you to just sit on your ass.
Right.
We ain't telling you that, but at the same time, it's nothing to stress over because the Most High gonna make sure you get through it. Mm-hmm. Now, sometimes it's not exactly how you want it, but that's why we're in captivity. Because it's not exactly how you want it. I mean, it shouldn't be exactly how you want it because you're in captivity. We're here to serve a punishment, bro. And a lot of these niggas turn into atheists. Why would God do this and why would God do that? Why would God, nigga? Because you're on punishment, nigga. Now shut up. Like for real, man.
Go read your Bible,
bro. Yeah, Jake got all these questions, but then when you bring it out the Bible, they bro, they just don't make sense to me, nigga. You ain't trying to understand it,
right?
Straight up. Go ahead, though.
It says, "Trust in the Lord with all thine heart, and lean not unto thine own understanding."
Hey, because what does it say in Sirach? It says in Sirach chapter 4 about a suspicion. It says in Sirach chapter 4, Sirach chapter 3 and 24. It says, "For many are deceived by their own vain opinions." You see that? Lean not unto your own understanding. Why? Because sometimes you can deceive yourself by your own vain opinions. It says, in an evil suspicion, something you expect can overthrow your judgment. Right? And then you in an even deeper hole than you was before. Imagine you know, because Jake could think of it like, bro, Jake will look at nigga robbing other people just so they kids can have a good Christmas as a good thing. Nigga, that's what the, like, why would you do that? Like, that don't even make sense.
Yeah, that's folly.
You know what I'm saying? Or they'll look at it like, this is the perfect lick. The Most High God must wanted me to hit this lick.
I done heard.
That's an evil suspicion that overthrew your judgment. Like, so you telling me God wanted you to rob that dude?
Come on, no.
You know what I'm saying? Because they're like, nigga, I'm hurting. He don't need it. I need it. You know what I'm saying? They come up with every excuse, but that's what he's talking about. An evil suspicion have overthrown your judgment, nigga, because you ain't acknowledging him in all your ways.
Mm-hmm. If you was acknowledging him in all your ways, you wouldn't be covered in your neighbor's stuff.
Yeah. You wouldn't even be thinking about taking this nigga stuff.
Yeah.
Bro, I look for opportunities to sit here when somebody lose something to give it back to them. I look for opportunities for that. Because I want to be, because, you know, it tells you to hang it about your neck, hang honor about your neck.
Yeah.
I want it to be seen from me. Like, they're gonna be like, nah, bro gave me my stuff back. Like, bro didn't take shit. I had my wallet sitting on the ground, bro, the whole time. And I know he's seen it because he's standing right in front of it. But he picked it up and handed it to me. Or he tapped me on the shoulder like, bro, you dropped that $100 bill.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's you know, that honor hanging about your neck like a necklace, man.
Yeah, because why do people wear stuff on their neck?
Yeah, so it can be seen. That's what we want. We want our honor to be seen, be honorable among men. And the scriptures tell you let other man praise thee and not thyself. So that's what people do. When you got that necklace, like what he say on Paid in Full, he said, man, he put the watch up. He's like, man, I see, man, this shit shimmering and shit, man. he said, come on, man, you should get you one of these. Like, nigga, he seen the watch and he acknowledged it. You want somebody else to see that watch. You already know that's what you wanted. You want somebody else to see it and praise you for it. You know what I'm saying? That's just Jake. But how much more wisdom, knowledge, and understanding? That's what we want. We want to be praised for that. We want to be known as honorable men. Not no wicked ass, thirst trap ass niggas, man. Niggas trying to get over on their brother, think they out here eating and shit. All right, yeah, it was Proverbs 3 and 5. We can end it off on that.
You want me to read verse 5 again or go to verse 6?
Oh, you can just read it through.
It says, verse 5. My bad. Let me go back to Proverbs 3 and 5. The book of Proverbs.
Hey, you don't really got, man, when you really look at the earth, bro, you don't got time to do nothing. They have, America statistics have added, on a record, there's been 50 million more Americans added. And here it is. They can't even feed the ones that's here now. That's all that was here before these 50 million people got added in the last 3 years. You know what I'm saying? So you can see how this food shortage is going to come. You can see how these things are going to happen. Right? So the lot is cast into the lap, bro. Everybody is standing in a lot already. It's really time to stop playing around, bro. Like we don't see the last days coming. Like you don't see, bro. I be seeing, you know what I'm saying? Like you got that movie Don't Look Up. A lot of people don't look up. They be so tired from work and shit. But you be seeing military helicopters driving, up in the sky all the time now, man. You be seeing a lot of different. You be seeing these wars. It just don't surprise us no more seeing Russia and Ukraine. Like, bro, they still over there obliterating Ukraine like that. They still over there obliterating them. They bringing in drones and shit now. Bro, Myanmar, their civilians are going against their army right now in Myanmar, which is in Asia. It's some stuff going on with Haiti too, bro. It's just so much shit going on in the earth, bro. Just, sometimes it's good to turn on that news channel and just watch. But finish that out.
It says, trust in the Lord with all thine heart and lean not unto thine own understanding.
Yep.
In all thy ways, acknowledge him.
In everything you do, all the decisions that you make, acknowledge the Most High God. In all your ways, acknowledge him in what?
And he shall direct thy paths.
That's what we want. We want the Most High God to direct our paths. We don't want to be playing around thinking that we can do shit on our own, or we come and holler at the Most High God just when we need him. Now, the Bible tells you to acknowledge him in all our ways, meaning go back to the Torah, go to the Tanakh, go to the Gospels, go to the epistles. That's what that means. In all his ways, acknowledge him. In all your ways, acknowledge him. Because 2 Timothy 3 and 16, I believe it says, for all scripture is given by the inspiration of God, man. All of those writings are inspired off of God's word, man. That's just simple, man. You got something else?
No, sir.
So, Khan, man, you was edified, even if it's just a little bit, man. We're going to give Call Halal Yahweh, Bahashem, Hamashiach, Yahweh Shah. Shalom.